Hello and welcome to TheDottaman Plays Planetside 2. In this video I'll be showing you some of the basics of the game, the things you'll need to know so that you can jump straight in and have fun. Things that normally they don't tell you, unless they don't go out of their way to tell you unless you ask them. So, first things first, the map. Press M to open the map. Boom. Right. So up here we have the NC warp gate. NC are the blue guys. Down here we have, over here is the TR warp gate, which is the Terran warp gate. So NC is New Conglomerate, red's Terrans, and the purple is Vanu, or VS. So these things are the warp gates. The other factions, or your faction, can't take another faction's warp gate. It's the last place that a faction can have. You can take every other bunch of hexes on the map, apart from warp gates. So, next up, these things down here are hotspots. So, you can click on these hotspots here are the ones that are flashing on the screen. You can click on these, so we'll click on the Regent Rock, and you can instant action to it. That means you can, you click this, there's a countdown timer, and it will drop you in a pod to that location, and in its general location it won't hit the nail on the head, but it'll get you right in that area. After that you can't use this again for 30 minutes I think, which is acceptable, because 30 minutes passes really quickly once you get sucked into this game. Over here you have your resources. These are what you need to purchase everything in the game, so from vehicles to upgrades to mods or whatever. That's where you get them. So that's the whole point of taking different locations, is to get more of these to tick over so you can buy new things. So click this to show up on the map. So it's hard to see in the blue area, but it shows up all the Araxium on the map. So there's one there, there's another one there. So that, and when you hover over it, on the left where it says region, over here, it shows you how much influence, which is generally the cells around it. So we have all the cells around this cell, so we have 100% influence in this area here. And it also shows there that we have 10 of these resources, which means every time it ticks over we will get 10. But right now we'll get plus 50, so we'll get 5 Araxium locations. Over here we have polymers, which are the green ones. Use them to generally buy tanks, I think. Is it tanks? It's either tanks or vehicles. These catalysts, I can't remember what they do, it could be tanks, vehicles, I don't know. And these, which I can't remember, I think that's tanks as well. Wow, this is a really in-depth video, huh? So you can zoom right into the other locations. You can right click and set personal waypoints. If you're the squad leader, I think you can set squad beacons, so everyone that's in your squad can see the same location and all head there, which is quite good. Okay, press M to come out of the map again. Next up is the classes. So these terminals with the guns on them are the class selection or resupply terminals. Now you can only access them if they're the same colour as you. So this one's an NC one, because I'm NC. If you're TR, it'll be red. If you're Vanu, it will be purple. So in here you can choose all your classes: as Infiltrator, Light Assault, Combat Medic, Engineer, Heavy Assault, or Max. Right. So Infiltrator is your standard sniper. Boom, sniper rifle. I don't like this sniper rifle. By this sniper rifle I mean the NC sniper rifle, because it shoots once, then it has to reload. Whereas the other ones, you can shoot multiple times before you have to cock it or reload. Now, the general idea of the classes is, if you press F, it uses the class special ability. So, for this class, you can go invisible, press an F, boom. Now, down at the bottom right, there is a countdown thing, or bar, whatever, that'll tick down over time your energy bar until it runs out. Then you'll decloak, which is quite useful if you're hiding from people. Now the thing about it is you can't shoot when you're cloaked, it'll just do that instead, which is quite annoying, but understandable. Next up is the Light Assault, one of my favourite classes. Equip now. Now these guys have to be one of the most useful ones. They're generally used for jump, not really for killing large numbers of people, but mostly for going in, harassing the enemy and getting out without getting killed. But they die quite often anyway. So these guys don't have an F ability, but what they do have is a jetpack. So you hold space and you jetpack up. Easy. And it uses the same bar that the infiltrator used. It's quite useful. Next up, combat medic. They have a machine gun, pistol, and this thing, which heals people. Boom. Easy. So we'll do it on this guy because he's low in health. Which is good. Now these guys have their F ability, special ability, which is a area of effect heal. So you press F and you glow, and people near you glow if they're in your squad, I think. So which is good. Next up, combat engineer. These guys are really useful. So you get your machine gun, your pistol, your repair gun thing, which is used for repairing terminals, turrets, vehicles, even guys in mech suits, which are the mechanical robot suit things. So they can repair your Galaxy, your bombers, your tanks, your wee flash things. That's a Galaxy, by the way. They're pretty. So one of the better classes, they also have this thing, which is an ammo box. So you drop that. It's not a pickup, so it's not like Call of Duty where you just run over the ammo or whatever and pick it up. What you do is you drop it on the ground in an area where loads of people are, and it ticks over. So every couple of seconds it'll tick and give you more ammo, which is really good if you are. Oh, actually, they also have this thing, turrets. You can deploy turrets. Only engineers can use turrets, I think. They're really useful. So the ammo box is really useful if you are heavy assault, because they have this thing, which only has 5 rounds in it, which is a rocket launcher, good for taking down mech suits and vehicles. So you just goes boom, big explosions, lovely. But you don't get much ammo for it. But if you're standing over the ammo box, which isn't there because I changed class, it'll tick over and just keep giving it. So, if you're lucky, stick next to an engineer, because they'll no doubt drop an ammo box. Mech suits, good for taking down vehicles, or if you change the weapons, good for taking down anything else. So right now we have the scatter cannon, good for taking down people, squads, whatever. You also have the Falcon, which is good for taking down vehicles. Go ahead, so good now. Big thing about this thing is it's really slow. Really slow. If you press F, you've got this kind of charge ability, which is good for scaring the crap out of people. Use that effectively. So you have the thing about the weapons on this thing is it's got this kind of slow lead up time for some of the things, so it can be a bit for it, and these are slightly different depending on what faction you are. So whatever, just find what class and what faction is the best class for you. Because, as I said, for the infiltrator, the sniper rifles are different, so I wouldn't go an infiltrator much playing as NC, but I might play it more if I'm Terran or Vanu. Next up is the resources. You use them obviously to purchase everything. So if you go in here, Oh, sorry, what am I doing? So all these things, so obviously you collect them all. The more places you have, while we're doing well, the more places you have, the more resources you get over time, which means you can buy more and upgrade more, which is quite good. You can also spend your points. This blue one's Araxium, this is the most abundant one. You can spend on mods, which is useful. These mods do various things. So I think Transport Specialist lets you, you can get Sunderers and whatever quicker. So the cooldown timer on them's lower, which is good. So obviously, get as much resources and get as many map locations as you can. Okay, so the upgrades you can. So stand here. For your gun, I'll switch to this. For your guns, you can get things to attach to them to make them better. So for this gun, the light assault machine gun, I've equipped a reflex sight. So you can take that off, put it on, whatever. So you can see in the picture up here, it doesn't have a sight, and it changes the way it looks. So if you come out, and it's got this thing, it's really useful. I'll show you without. Okay, now it looks like that. So you have to choose what you think is better. Now, to buy these to buy these upgrades, you click certifications, go to classes, choose the class you want to upgrade. So I'm light assault, go to certs. You can do lots of things. You can get medical kits, restoration kits, whatever. Or you can upgrade your explosives, so you can get smoke grenades in C4. That one, so you can hold more grenades. So I'll show you upgrading that. So you can put a laser dot on your pistol. Don't know why you'd want to, because I rarely use it, but whatever. Laser dot. So I've spent certification points, which are these things over here. Useful, show you on the main screen as well. You get them for taking points and killing large numbers of people, if, I don't know, whatever. So you get them, spend them on all these. They're quite slow to get, but once you get a large number of them, you just go mad and kit out your people. So I've put a laser dot on that, so I don't have it on my gun yet. See, no laser dot. What you have to do is go here, click on your weapon, click customize, and all the stuff you've unlocked will be in here. So here's the laser dot, click laser dot on the bottom. Resupply, and now my guy has a laser dot. So you can see where you're shooting. It's not the most useful thing ever, but you know, whatever. Gives you a bit more of a guide if you don't like doing that. And using iron sights. You can also put other, I think you can put other sights on it. Anyway, another thing you can get with upgrades, which is, I suggest everyone do it for at least one of their classes, is getting a spawn beacon, which is this thing. So you deploy it and it'll shoot a big blue thing into there, really subtle for the enemy. And what happens is you can spawn at that, and anyone in your squad can spawn at it as well, which is really good. Oh, don't know why I did that. So to get this, what you do is press escape, go to this one here that says certifications, boom, click leadership, click and squad leader, go to certs, squad leader, and click this, and you'll get one spawn beacon. Well, not one spawn beacon, but you'll get to be able to equip spawn beacons, which is good. But you still won't have it the same way you won't have the upgrade to your guns. You have to go in here, click in this area here, the one that says item, click in there, click on it, and then it'll be equipped. And if you run out, click this button to resupply. That's where you use some resources there, so that's what it's for. In depth, I know. Then you click resupply, and you'll resupply your spawn beacon. So then you'll have it with you. Really, really useful if you're in an area that you don't control and you'll have to spawn, or you don't have a galaxy, which is your mobile spawns. So it's really useful for getting back to your area. There is a cooldown timer on it of a few minutes, so it's up to you whether you want to spawn at a further away location or whether you want to wait to spawn back on top of it. So that's upgrades. Let's go check that out if you want to. Next up is vehicles. Just give you a quick rundown of the vehicles we have. Right, so this pad here is the Galaxy spawn pad. Galaxy is the flying transport vehicle, which is also the movable spawn pad. So they're quite expensive, and it's probably quite a large cooldown timer. Can't remember what it is, but there is a cooldown every time you use a vehicle. So 400 of these. So expensive. Now with all vehicles, you can do the same thing you can do with your guns and upgrade them. So escape. So just like you could go to classes and choose a class and upgrade, you can go to vehicles and choose a vehicle to upgrade. So here's Galaxy. So it'll show you the Galaxy itself. So you can have decoy flares. Never done that, but it's quite expensive, so that's why. So Galaxy. Choose. These are all the guns you can unlock, but all you have at the beginning is Basilisk. So these are the ones you can unlock later if you buy them. So one that I suggest you get is Weapon Optics. It allows you to zoom in to a target. Well, zoom in a little bit, just so you can hit things slightly further away. It's quite expensive, I don't have enough. But you click on that, it'll buy zoom optics. You can also get the 2 times zoom, so that's 1.5 times, so that's 2 times, 2.5, and 3. So obviously if that was 25, these are going to be, look, obviously it tells you 35, 50, and 75, so you need to be playing for quite a long time to upgrade that. You also upgrade your maximum ammo capacity, magazine size, a whole bunch of stuff. Same for all these guns. Now, once you buy that, same with the weapon upgrades, you have to go in here and go through all the weapons and click. Once I unlock it, it would be over here. Click it and apply the weapon optics to that gun. Then you have to go back and do the same for the other guns. You can also unlock appearance things. I'm not sure how you do that. Not done that yet. Not been playing that long, but enough to know the basics. So that's quite expensive, so that's the Galaxy. I think I showed you one out the window. Anyway, so this is the tank station. With a wee picture of a tank. You can get flashes, like these things, quad bikes, sunders, very useful. These are used to transport people mostly, but they can also rearm and repair vehicles next to them. So if your tank is, nearly dead, park next to one of these and it'll repair. If you're not an engineer, it'll repair over time. These things, quite useful. I think the rapid fire tanks, so I think they get 5 quick succession shots before you have to reload. It's a one-man tank. Quite powerful if something's right up in your face. This is a 2-man tank, the Vanguard. So one's in the machine gun, one's in the main cannon. Really good for taking down vehicles and galaxies and stuff like that. And the machine gun's obviously good for taking down people. Quite expensive as well. And same with the Galaxy. You can upgrade these in many ways as well. Very useful. Next up, flying vehicles. So we have Reaver. That's your light fighter. Really good. These ones you can, if you unlock it, same as tanks, you can put, instead of this Mustang, which I think crap, or as well as, I'm not sure, you can put missiles on it, so you can just strafe past enemy positions and unload a whole crap of missiles on them. And I found that that kills me often if I'm not playing as NC. And these guys just strafe past you, unload like 20 missiles, and your whole team's dead. Liberator, that's your bomber. It's a 3-man ship. One flying, one in the bomber, one in the rear gunner over here. Same, you can upgrade and change out these guns when you buy them. I'll show you how to do that next. So you press escape, go to this wee shopping cart, get a top in proximity. So you got your infantry weapons. So you spend Araxim, which is the blue one, and they cost a lot. So you can get different weapons. They're mostly unavailable because it's beta, but there's some you can unlock. You can also do it for vehicles. So you can limit it, so if I wanted to change out the galaxy guns, these are the different galaxy guns. So get mortars, whatever these are. So all in all, very useful. Obviously you can also buy customizations, which are the colours, and skins, whatever. And implants, so I think I showed you before. All in all, quite useful. So, I think to finish off, I will show you me and my crap flying skills. I'll spawn a Reaver. Right, this is general controls for the fighters and galaxy and whatever. You hold space to go higher, hold control to go lower, press W to speed up, S to slow down, A to what is it, yaw left, and D to yaw right. Which is good. So you hold W to go faster, hold shift in fighters and I think it's over fighters. Hold shift to, just like you would sprint, does the afterburner. You can change that utility to something else. I've not unlocked any, so I don't know what they are. But they're quite good. These are good for getting, so if you've just died and there's no spawn beacon, you might need to get back to them quickly, so you hold shift. Only lasts a little while, so you can keep doing it. You can get back to your guys really quickly. You press T to change your view, so if you don't like flying in first person, you can fly about in this. Not very good for shooting guys because you can't see a reticle or anything. Right, so that's that. Actually, the last thing I'll show you is how to join a squad. Join a squad and leave a squad, maybe. If there's any available. Last time there wasn't. So I will crash this, I will jump out. And because I'm light assault, I can jetpack and not die. Useful. Right, so to join a squad, if somebody invites you, and a little F12 thing pops up at the bottom right. So if somebody you know is invited, you press F12 and a yes or no will show up. So you press Y for yes, N for no, you'll join it. Another way to join is to go press escape and go to social, and there'll be squad here. Click on infantry and you can see there's a squad. So policy team play mic, there's 6 slots available, 12 people per squad. Really useful. So I'll join it now, so you click join. So I've joined it. So they might do battle chatter, so you press Z. Oh, see, you people doing it. So I'll leave right now, just so these people aren't talking on me. So this wee red thing next to your name, leave squad. So I've left, so you won't hear them anymore. So that's how you join the squad. Press Z to do squad chat. So if you've got a mic, you can do squad chat, so only they'll hear you. You can press, I think it's number 4 on the numpad. You can press that and it'll do proximity chat, so anyone around you'll hear you, anyone who's far away won't. Really useful. Other than that, I don't think there's much left. Much of the basics anyway, there's more in-depth things you can do. But I think that's everything that you need to know to get started. Anyway, thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, anything you want. You could use subscribers right now. Thank you for watching. Hope you come back.